Now, this great guest is a game changer. He's a visionary. He's tapping into entrepreneurship, empowerment, and street community youth building. He's better known as Church Boy, and I'm so glad and so happy to have him here in studio, especially because it's Mandela Month. My mistake. Church Boy, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you, ma'am, for having me here. Thank you. It's a humble. Don't know even what to say. I feel humbled to be here.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you for being here.
So, okay, awesome. Let's get things started. Who is Church Boy and what inspired you to use film and music as a media tool to actually uplift children and artists in your community?
Okay, that's a beautiful question.
Thank you.
Let's start first by saying who is Church Boy. So my real name is Johannes Witbooi. I'm also, let me say, I'm a resident from Mission Vale. And then from there, the vision of Church Boy came out when I started noticing, like, because I'm a church boy, let's start it there. Like,
Yes.
reasons, therefore, it has its own reasons. But on top of me being a church boy, I've learned a lot and I've grew a lot in my spirituality. And then even in that form, so I decided to say, you know what, the Bible also declares to say, like, if you stand unashamedly for God, then He will stand unashamedly for you. So for me,
100%.
that's my way of telling people and also giving people in, like, letting them know Uguti God is a change maker, because I've learned it from my side.
Yeah.
So yeah. Going into the question, obviously one thing I would start by saying I also used to be like a struggling artist. With that said, like, you know how expensive it is for people to go get like studies or things like that, especially if
Yes.
you are from a local community like Missionville and places like that. So for me, the fact that I was struggling with resources and all those, I decided, you know what, the best option on pushing that is by going and get the knowledge, because I've been struggling to make music. I've been struggling to do my filming and things like that, because you will come to people and people will be like, we need money. This is
Yeah.
how much we charge to do these things. And through that, I was like, you know what? Let me go back to school, get the proper knowledge, come back and then give back. So for me, why I decided to do all these things of giving back is because, like, I believe that God blessed me and gave me the opportunity to be able to go get this knowledge and bring it back to our community people. So yeah.
Wow, that's so beautiful.
Thank
So
you.
adding on to what you just answered now, my question actually aligns with that. How do you navigate with the visibility and transparency? Because most young fellas don't know how ruthless and difficult the music industry is. So with you helping them and giving them that platform, how do you now engage with them and explain to them transparently how the industry is?
So for me, it's by preparing people. Why am I saying preparing people? Because I've noticed, like, there's a lot of talent in our communities.
Yeah.
There's a lot from music to all type of talents are in the communities. But now our biggest problem is that some of us have maybe lack of resources, lack of
Sure.
knowledge to be able to know these things. So then I decided, you know what, let me use my knowledge and my platforms to be able to create that opportunity, that platform for community people or the youth that are doing these type of things to be able to submit their music through what I'm doing. Because as I also stated in my bio that I do run also online radio. So for me, that radio is a community-based radio, but it's also in some type of way contributing and teaching these children on how to take this music or this filming or whatever they're doing to a professional stage. And when I
Yeah.
mean about professional stage, we need obviously radio submissions and things like that. So some of them don't even know how to submit into radios. So by submitting to this small radio allows them to have that type of knowledge that, okay, with the same method I used there, I can use to submit now to the wireless and to all other bigger platforms of radio. So yeah, that's more or less my type of thing that I believe that that's preparing the youth to be able to know how to get into these industries and things like that.
Wow. Like, you really are a change maker, and even your energy, man, is so powerful. There's another thing that I know that you hold dear to your heart is
Yes,
the
yes.
kickboxing.
Yes.
From something so simple as putting a punch bag on a tree and letting kids to use that as a vessel, because many kids are dealing with a lot of things, like maybe family problems, some are around alcohol abuse and drug abuse. So they actually use that punch bag as a vessel to, filter out all that anger, and like, how did you even think about that? Because as much as it looks so simple, but it's a well thought idea to help the kids just release.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually a good question. So I would first start by speaking about me. Like, normally I say like this: I'm an orphan. I don't have parents.
Yeah.
I don't know how was I able to go through AVDA for 4 years, but I believe that was all because of my
God's
beliefs.
plan.
That was God's plan. That's the word. But now, even on that, like for me growing up, like I used to grow up with the rage of not having a father. So I
Yeah.
used to be I used to be very depressed.
Sure.
So then I got introduced to sport, and sport was the one thing that could take my attention away from my reality, everything that I'm facing. So the fact that I went through that, I even had opportunities to see and learn things. So I was like, you know what? This is a very good thing that helped me to get
Yeah.
out of my situation. So, which is the same thing that can maybe help the next kids, because they also
generation.
may be facing the same thing that I'm facing. Some of them are even facing worse. So yeah, it started like that. But how it actually started, because as I'm a kickboxer, like every Saturday I do put out my bag, like I do hang my bag in my yard, and then I do practice for me
For
personally.
your own personal
Yeah,
reasons.
but now then you find out like the kids are standing outside the yard. They are all just staring at you. They are very interested in what you are doing and things like that. So I decided, you know what, let me invite them in. So I invited them in, started giving them gloves. I was like, you see what I'm doing. So just practice that. And then from there, basics started growing, because every weekend or sometimes when they see me in the street, they will ask me, when are we boxing again? And I was like, okay, come Saturday.
Come
So
Saturday.
that started to become now a Saturday thing. Every Saturday morning they are there. Sometimes they knock me up. Like if I'm still sleeping,
They come call you.
they come call me like, are you putting out the bags or anything like that? So that's the spirit.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is so powerful, and it's actually warming my heart, because I'm also raising a teenager, and I so wish that in our neighborhood we actually had someone who's a mentor who can actually do things like that. So right back at it, Mdase, we are in Mandela Month, and your work really echoes it's still possible. So how do you personally stay motivated to keep going and pursuing all your dreams? Because you're also a filmmaker as well, amongst all the other things that you do. So how do you stay positive, and how do you stay motivated in pursuing all your dreams?
Yeah, ma'am, that's a good question. I would say the first thing is the situation around me, right? Because I'm from a local community where there's a whole lot of gang crime and all those.
Yeah.
So by seeing what's happening around you, that puts me in a position where I ask myself, is that the life that I want? Right? So the fact that I know that's not the life that I want, then I know, you know what? There's no other options.
There's no other option.
So I've learned to say, in everything that you do, there is a sacrifice. For every breakthrough that you want in life, you need to sacrifice.
Yeah.
So why I'm saying that's the same discipline I used when I went through school, because I was like, you know what? I don't have a mom to run back to. I don't have a dad to run back to. So that means to say that I need to be disciplined enough to know that this is what I want. So it's a situation, first things of all. And secondly, also by looking through what you see throughout your community,
Yeah.
that puts you, just by seeing people that are very helpless, puts you in a position that you wish you can be some type of a contribution or a change maker, you see.
Sure.
Because we have a whole lot of little ones that are still growing. So for us, our main focus is to touch those ones. Make sure that they can become a change in their communities, make sure that they can become a change in their households. Like the same as for me, like I'm the first generation in my household to have an honors degree, the first to run a professional company, the first to travel the whole SA and things like that. So I was like, if I'm the first generational curse breaker, I don't want to be the last.
Yes.
So
it
I'm
must
setting,
continue.
I'm setting those those
standard.
levels.
Yeah.
I even have sisters coming like that are behind me, but the one is also now in university, because I'm like, look here, if I ever honors you, the only way that I'm gonna like settle is if you have a master's.
Yeah.
You see, so we pushing. And the same goes with the community.
Yeah, like you are such a ball of positivity, and I really commend you for that. So our last question is, looking ahead, what's the bigger dream for you? Whether it's in filming, whether it's in music, whether it's in community work, and how would you love to see this mission and vision grow?
To be honest, I would say that's actually a good question. I have a very big vision. My vision is sometimes so big that it's scary.
It scares you.
Yeah, not even like scares me. I'm the person, I don't believe in money, but I believe in a vision.
100%.
If you have a vision, things will just work out. Where the money will come from, it will just fall in place. And through that, my whole life I've been living like that. And I tell myself even now, maybe I want this within 2 years. That thing within 2 years is going to be there because I spoke it into existence. Right?
Yes.
So going back to where I want to see myself musically, let me start with music. I do music. So my slogan in music is that music is my life and the lyrics are my story.
Oh.
So I'm sharing my story with people because there are people that are facing the same things, going through the same things.
Yeah.
But if they can listen to me and understand that this guy went through this and this is how we made it out, so that's me inspiring the next person. So that's my music. I don't care about money when it comes to music. I'm just doing it for the love and passion. When it comes to my filming, I want one day to own my own film studio, and I want it to be the
100%.
biggest, because currently we have a one in Cape Town, and it has a whole lot of international attractions. So that's the same vision I want to do when it comes to PE, when it comes to places like that, because we are undeveloped and we do need spaces like that so that we can be able to create movies there,
And grow.
teach, and do all those things. So that's the second thing. And when it comes to sports, the same
the
thing.
community, yes.
Like I want to one day own my own maybe club, or let me say wrestling club, MMA club, kickboxing
Okay.
club, whatever in that form, just to carry over the discipline, the everything that I've learned from the method on how to carry yourself and also how to improve in life. Because one thing I've noticed, no one wants to work with a rude person. If you're rude, if you're undisciplined, people are not going to want to work with you. But you can install those to these little ones and even the older people that did not know that this is the life values that people need to live by.
Yeah.
So everything that I'm doing, it's in alignment and also a way of contributing back to people. So I believe, Uguti, sport-wise, that's what I want to do. I want to change lives. I want to give children opportunities the same way as I did.
You are amazing. You are an amazing being. This
you.
comes to the end of our conversation with Church Boy, but
Yes,
thank
yes,
you so
yes,
much
yes.
for actually coming and sharing your story with us. And I really do hope that he's touched someone out there. And if ever there is someone that you have touched today and they'd like to reach out to you, where can they find you on socials?
They can go search Church Boy Productions. That's the easiest way. You can go on Google, search Church Boy Productions, go into my website. In the website, you'll be able to get my socials from my Facebook, my Instagram, YouTube, and everything like that. And they can even message me from the website. Or if not there, they can go on Facebook and go search Church Boy Productions or Church Boy Films. They will find me there. Or they can even search up my personal name, which is Johannes Witbooi. They will get everything about me.
Wibbly wobbly.
Wibbly wobbly, yeah.
Wow, that was Church Boy, the change maker and the way maker. And you tuned in to Featured right here on The Wireless.